Hey guys, it's Russell back, and on today's video we're going to be performing what you would do for a spring tune-up on the Honda HRX217. Now it is almost the end of December. We're way out of the cutting season, but I wanted to go ahead and do this and show you guys exactly what I do on my lawn equipment to get it ready for the cutting season. The very first thing that I want to do, because this is a mulching mower and that's why I bought it, probably the best attribute this mower has is how well it cuts and how well it mulches the grass. So I already replaced the blades. Now on the Honda, specifically this mower here, it uses a double blade system. It's got a lower and an upper blade, and I went back with the factory Honda blades. They don't recommend that you sharpen these. I got my hour meters at 40.5 hours and want to start the season off with a good fresh set of blades. This is not very expensive to get the actual factory blades. We're going to be replacing the air filter with a Honda air filter, and we're also going to be replacing the spark plug with a Honda spark plug. Or, I'm sorry, an NGK spark plug. Now the question is, after we do that, what else do we do? And the most important thing, I think, is the oil. So, am I going to go back with the Honda oil that it came with? Am I going to go with the AMSOIL small engine oil? Heck, am I even going to go with Mobil 1? I have, you guys know from a lot of my videos that I love AMSOIL, and the reason people always say, well, you talk about it because you sell it. I don't sell AMSOIL. Okay, let's get that out of the way first. I don't sell AMSOIL. I used to in the past. If somebody wanted it, I'd get a commission, but I haven't. That's been years and years and years. I signed up as a dealer with AMSOIL because I use so much of the product. Every vehicle, the Jetta, the truck, the Mercedes, all my mowers, all my equipment, lawn equipment, pressure washer, everything has AMSOIL in it. So I use a lot of the product, and it just makes sense because I can sign up as a dealer, and now they have a preferred customer program, and you can sign up and get the same price as a dealer gets the discount. So it makes sense for me to do that. I've been using AMSOIL since the early 90s. Before that, had not heard of it. Really hadn't even thought about synthetic oil because back then it wasn't very common. But anyway, be that as it may, I'm not trying to sell you anything. Okay, you want to use something else? You want to use Walmart SuperTech? You know, your granddad's granddad used bean oil. Use whatever you want. I'm just showing you what I use. I have never ever had a failure on an engine that I have been using oil, whether it's car, lawn equipment, motorcycle, whatever. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm not going to use the Honda oil. This is, well, to me, this is the best oil that you can get for small engines. So let's go ahead and let me show you how we're going to do the maintenance. It's very, very easy to do this. In fact, let me just flip the mower around. The air filter right here takes absolutely no tools at all. You just snap these little tabs down and it comes out. Now this air filter is the original air filter. I did vacuum it out, but it's absolutely filthy. I think it's important to use the factory Honda air filters because they're very, very good. I've already cleaned this out previous, and obviously that's the clean side, and we're just going to take this air filter, and the reason that I like these, they fit very snug in here. Okay, and we'll just hook this back. There's two little arms that you hook it into, and then these go into the slots, just like that. We've got our new air filter done. Okay, Next, I'll show you how we change the spark plug. It's very simple. This is stuff you do not need to take your mower to the shop to do. Okay, just pull the spark plug boot off. It probably will be a little tight. It's a little cold out here, so, and then I'm going to get the appropriate socket and we'll remove this. Alright, so I've got a 7/8 socket here. That's the size that the spark plug is. Comes out real easy. Alright, and this is the NGK BPR5ES. That's exactly what we're going to be replacing it with. These come pre-gapped from the factory. And before we put this on, I want to put a little copper anti-seize on there. The reason that I'm doing that is because the spark plug is steel and the head of the mower that it's going into is aluminum, so this will just prevent seizure of the spark plug. So I'm just going to put that on there like that with my finger. And this is 3M copper anti-seize. You can use this on brakes where metal to metal is, anywhere where the spark plugs, things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and thread that in. Should go in very, very, very easy. And then tighten it up. So just snug, that's it. Put the boot back on. Should hear a click. Okay. And the only thing left for us to do is to do the engine oil. But before I do the engine oil, I'm going to run the engine up. Make sure there's some fuel in there. Run the engine up, get it up to temperature. And that way we'll be able to drain the oil more effectively. Alright, so I've got the mower completely warmed up, and this is the easiest way to do these. Remove the dipstick. We'll clean all that up. I put the 2 wheels on the side on some blocks, and I've got a drip pan, and I just tilt it right over just like that. Absolutely no mess whatsoever. Hardly anything comes out. Okay. So once I'm done with that, just remove it off the blocks. And then I'm going to get my AMSOIL and we'll put 12 ounces back in and then check the level. Alright, so I have this is called a ratio right, I believe. Yeah, ratio right. So I'm going to start by going ahead and putting 12 ounces of oil in here. Now this is the 10W30, that's what Honda recommends. A lot of mowers use straight 30 weight. If that's the case, you can still use this grade of oil. Now to make this easier, a lot of times I'll flip the mower up on its side like this, so I'm pouring straight down instead of at an angle. You want to use a little funnel, you can. Okay. And I'll take a dipstick. I'm just going to hit it with some brake parts cleaner just to get any residual oil that was on there. This thing gets really dirty. Okay. And that looks good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run the mower for just a little while, and then we'll check the level again. Alright, the mower runs great. So we've got our oil change done. We've got a new air filter and a new spark plug and new blades. And we're right at 40.7 total hours. I'll let it run about 10 minutes. And the mower is now ready for the season. One thing that you do want to do is to make sure to always use non-ethanol gasoline in your mower. When you're storing it for the winter, turn the pet cot off and just let it run for a little while. We'll let it run completely out of fuel. And then that's it. You're ready for the spring season before all your neighbors are. So guys, if this video was helpful on your mower maintenance, and you may not necessarily have a HRX, this is pretty much the same for any mower, whether it's a riding mower, push mower, or zero turn. The other more expensive mowers may have filters, oil filters, and a lot more oil, but it's the same basic maintenance you want to do. And to make sure the air filter's clean, put a new plug in there every season, and make sure the oil, it's got clean oil. So guys, I appreciate your viewership. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. If you want to see more of these type of videos, just let me know and put that down in the comments.